Hello guys, and welcome back to the Honey Herd Apiary. For the benefit of those not watching live, this is the 28th of July, Monday the 28th of July. It's about 2 p.m. And it's lovely and sunny here in Anglesey, North Wales, but there's a few black clouds in the sky, so I'm going to crack on today. The reason of this live stream today is because last week we looked through Hive 2, which is this hive here. This hive's had a lot of trouble requeening themselves after I made a split 40 odd days ago, probably closer to 50 days now. Last week we did a live stream on the hive, and I promised that I would do another one this week just to check in and see how they're getting on. So a quick recap, I've got on my notes here, drone layer. So we're a little bit worried that this was a drone laying queen in here. Like I said, they've requeened themselves, so it looks like the queen may not have got out and mated very well. There's brood in all stages, but I did put some frames of eggs in here to help them requeen themselves, so I think that's what the brood in all stages is for. Capped worker brood in here as well, again probably from the frame that I put in when I was trying to help them requeen themselves. It was fed 1 litre of syrup last week, and I've written on there nice, so hopefully the temperament on these bees is going to be quite good today. I have a little trouble with the smoker, so I'm going to get this going a little bit and then we'll get into the hive. Don't know what you guys are using for smoker fuel. I'm using some clean brown rolled up cardboard. Once it gets going, it's quite okay. I also sometimes use some wood chip pellets. Keeps the smoker going a bit better. But today I've just got some cardboard in here. So this colony was an original colony we got from Black Mountain Honey back in April. Like I say, we've taken the split from here, and that split's doing really well. The queen in that, the queen that we got originally is fantastic. We made a split with the queen, and the hive that that she's in now is absolutely thriving. Wall to wall brood. There is a couple of videos on her on the channel, so if you haven't done so already, please check out the channel for more content, and please press the like and subscribe button. So let's get into hive 2, if I can get my smoker going properly. Okay, so we've got a feeder on. We did give them 1 litre last week. That is now empty. Oh, sorry guys, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go and grab a little box just to help me out here. So do apologise, I'll be literally 30 seconds if that. Well, as it happens, I don't have a box available, so we'll just crack on. So here's the feeder, all empty, nothing in it. Just put the lid down there, and I'll put the feeder over here. Okay, so let's have a little look into the top of the hive. This hive's on a brood and a half. So this is the top honey super. Excuse my face. Here we go then. So this is what it's looking like in the top box. Not many bees in here because they've been queenless for so long. They have not been replacing their losses. So I have topped them up with a few frames of eggs when I was trying to help them requeen themselves. But that's not gone too well, to be honest. I don't know what I've done here. Oh, this silly gimbal. Sorry for those of you who are watching. I'm using a gimbal and I don't know what I've done, but it's not working too well here. Okay, let me just try something different. Just turn the whole gimbal around. Okay, you can see the hive there. Okay, so in the top box here, this is the Honey Super. Not much going on, to be honest. Don't really need to look too much in here. The only decent frame is looking like this one in the middle, and that's got some nectar in, or I did feed them a litre of syrup last week, so could as well be syrup. They're drawing out the frames in the top box here, but really nothing going on. Why we're really here is to see if they've managed to requeen themselves successfully, so don't really need to look too much in the Honey Super. But I can already see there's not much stores in there. So like I say, this is brood and a half box. It's the queen excluder, make sure there's no queen on here. Can't see one. Double short. Put that down at the front here. Oh, probably should have given you a little shot in the top of the box there before I smoked them a little bit. See what I can do. Sorry about my face again, guys. Here we go. So here's the top of the top brood box. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames of bees here, and I think it's doing quite well. I think that's probably mostly stores in the top, but we'll have a closer look now. Excuse the terrible cameraman work. Here we go. So outside frame then. This is second frame in. Trying to be really gentle, and they've not even really started to draw that out. I'm not going to bring it any closer because there's nothing to see. And in the first, well, this one they've done actually better. Fully drawn out. What I found on these plastic frames, that's about as fully drawn out as they get. You can see on the edges. Wow, this lighting is terrible. I might move the camera shortly. You see on the edges, they don't tend to draw out the edges of these plastic frames very well. Okay, this is frame 3. Oh, very heavy frame, this one. Yeah, loads of nectar in here. A little bit of pollen. Oh, and on this side it is absolutely rammed full of bee bread and cat stores. I'll show you this one. Hopefully you can see that quite well. So all capped on this side, then pollen right in the middle there at the bottom, and then capped on the top. Very good. I'm glad they've doing well on stores. here I can see some brood in this on this frame, and this is what I was really wanting to see today. Is this queen, if there is a queen in here, and it's not just worker bees laying unfertilized eggs, which I believe is a thing. For those who don't know, this is my first year as a beekeeper. I'm about 4 months in now, so I'm learning as I go. If you've got anything that you want to add in the comments, any hints or tips, please leave them down below. As a new beekeeper, I'm always interested to hear what you guys have got to say. Very heavy frame, yeah, and that is definitely drone brood in the middle. Yeah, I'll bring this over for you so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see how raised that is off the frame. That to me looks like drone brood. Any bee experts? Can't really trying to get you a good angle. There is. Worker brood should be nice and flat on the frame. That's all risen. Bit of loads of cap stores around the outside. Oh, guys, and then the next frame I can already see is even worse. If there's a queen in here, she is a drone layer for sure. Bees are getting a bit agitated now. A few just fly up at my hands, just trying to get rid of me, I suppose. Hoping a little bit of smoke's just going to calm them down. If there is a queen in here, wow. Wow, that is a full sheet of drone brood. Some queen cells on the bottom, which I think I've just broken one of them. Yeah, and look at this, guys. I am very confident that that is all drone brood. For those who don't know or just interested, drone brood is unfertilized eggs that will turn into males. Males don't really do too much for the colony as far as being useful. Their sole role is just to mate, to carry on the genes, and that to me looks fully, I've never fully drone brood. Oh, sorry, you can't even see. That looks fully drone brood there. Got some queen cells on the bottom. I think that one broke when I lifted it out. Another one here. But if they're making queens from a drone laying queen or from unfertilized eggs, I'm not holding out much hope for them. This is really, really bad news for this colony. And much the same on here. Very much drone brood. Plenty of stores, which is good. Lots of capped stores. Another queen cell on the bottom there. But again, if the egg in there is not fertilized, I'm not quite sure what's going to come out of that. Surprising amount of bees still in here, because you know bees live about 6 weeks in the spring and summer, and they've not been replacing their losses for about 6 weeks, I would say. So lots of bee bread and pollen in here. Lovely colours on the pollen. I'm not seeing any eggs, just that larvae that was in there. Let me show you this frame, lovely frame of bee bread or pollen in there. All those diverse colours in there. So foraging wise, they're doing really well. Loads of capped stores. But they're not doing well with this, not having a queen or a drone layer. I don't even know if they've got a queen, or maybe they've killed the queen because she was a drone layer and they're trying to raise another one. So I'm not seeing any eggs anymore, just larvae. Outside frame, fully drawn out, nothing in it. Well, a little bit of stores, but very little. Okay, so we'll get this back together now and we'll have a look at the box underneath. Just smoke them down so I can get the queen excluder back on. Actually, I'm going to put the queen excluder on top of the honey super down here. That way I can put this top brood box on top of it, and if the queen is in there, at least there's less chance she's going to make her way into the honey super. Okay, this is the bottom of the brood box. See if I can show you this. Sorry about my mug again. So here we go, here's the bottom of the brood box. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 frames of bees. It's a nice day, so there will be a few out foraging. However, that box should be absolutely rammed now, full, absolutely boiling over, but it isn't. Okay. Again, sorry about the shoddy camera work, guys. There we go. Just move it to here now. Oh no, no. So let's have a quick look down here and see what's going on. A little bit of smoke just to clear them off where I'm handling. The outside frame, don't need to come any closer with that, there's nothing on there. In fact, let's get the nail down here. Oh, they didn't like that. Very light frame on the outside here. Absolutely nothing in it. This is the second frame in, fully drawn out, nothing in it. Give myself a bit of space here now. Just clearing the space for me to actually touch the frame. Very empty, very light on this side anyway. Let's give them a little blow to clear them off. And I will show you this again, just the pollen. I think we're in a really good area for diverse pollens. Really can't. I don't know how well it's coming out. It doesn't look too good on my screen, but that is just like a rainbow of pollens in there. They're all sitting right on the top of the frame, so I can't get my fingers on there. I know experienced beekeepers probably do just shoo them away with their hands, but okay, so there's some cap brood down here. That's a very promising sign. And some young larvae as well, so maybe all is not lost here. Or is this a frame that I've put in to help boost their numbers? But that was last week, so you'd expect it to be more fully capped by now. I'll show you this anyway. So at least here, this is worker brood, so it's flat with the frame. There's a little sheet of it there. Bees climbing all over my hand. I just don't want to crush them. It's a sure way of getting stung. And the same on the other side. Some young larvae and some cap brood. So maybe all is not lost with this colony. Just a frame full of bee bread again, just like the ones I've shown you before. Really diverse, loads of different colours. I'm not seeing any eggs. Really light frame here, but again, loads of pollen, loads of bee bread. But I'm not seeing any eggs. Really light frames in the bottom. Queen excluders stuck there, there we go. Knock any bees out of there so they don't get stuck in the feeder. I haven't bought any feed with me today, no syrup. I think there's still quite a bit of bramble flower around the area. Himalayan balsam, there's still a little bit of clover. So, and then just about half a mile down the road there's a huge field of sunflowers. So I think they should be okay for forage, so I'm not too concerned about feeding them. So that concludes the hive inspection on Hive 2. We are not really any further ahead than we were when I checked last week, to be honest. Loads of drone brood in here and one single frame of larvae and cat brood. So I'm still up in the air about it. I am away for a few days. I'm away on holiday, yay, for a few days, so I'm not going to be back here for another 10 days. And I think at that point, when I go back in, it'll be a lot clearer on what's going on here. Personally, I think the queen has failed to mate well. I think it's not looking good for this hive, and I think some either requeening or joining them with another hive that has a queen will probably be the way we move forward with this hive. Anyway, I ramble on. If you found this video in the slightest bit interesting, please please hit the subscribe button, and I will live stream again to let everyone know what's going on with this colony here, Hive 2. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.